Let me tell you something real. Life is not gentle. It doesn't wait until you feel ready. It doesn't care how prepared you think you are. Life will hit you harder than you expect, earlier than you planned, and longer than you think you can endure. And it won't apologize for it. But hear this clearly. Life does not break people. People break when they stop moving forward. It was never about how hard you hit. It's about how much you can take, how many times you can fall, how many times you can get hurt, disappointed, embarrassed, or exhausted, and still decide to stand back up. Everybody gets hit. Everybody fails. Everybody doubts themselves. Everybody reaches moments where quitting feels easier than continuing. The difference is simple. Some people stop, others keep going. Pain is part of the process. It might last a minute. It might last an hour. It might last a year. Sometimes it feels like it will never end. But pain fades. Quitting doesn't. Quitting stays with you. It follows you into the future. It shows up every time you hesitate, every time you think about trying again, every time you wonder what could have been. Once quitting becomes an option, it becomes a habit. Success doesn't happen in giant leaps. It doesn't arrive in one dramatic moment. It happens in inches, small decisions, small habits, small moments where you choose discipline over comfort, where you choose effort over excuses. The inches are everywhere. They're in the mornings when you don't feel motivated. They're in the nights when no one is watching. They're in the work you do when there's no applause, no validation, and no guarantee. Most people aren't far away from success. They're not missing talent. They're not missing opportunity. They're missing 1 inch. And they never take it because it doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel glamorous. It just feels like work. If you have a dream, protect it. Not everyone will understand it. Not everyone will support it. Some people will try to tear it down, not because it's impossible, but because they gave up on themselves. People project their limits onto others. They try to make your ceiling match their comfort zone. Don't borrow their fear. Don't inherit their excuses. You were not born to live inside someone else's limitations. Most people say they want success, but they don't want it badly enough. They want it comfortably. They want it conveniently. They want it without sacrifice. They want success, but not more than sleep, not more than entertainment, not more than approval, not more than being liked. You cannot want greatness casually. You have to want it when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when the results aren't showing up yet, when it feels like you're putting in effort and getting nothing back. Because that's when it matters. At some point, you have to ask yourself a hard question. Who do you want to become? Not who do you want to impress, not who do you want validation from. Who are you becoming when no one is watching, when there's no audience, when there's no reward yet? Every future requires sacrifice. Every version of your life costs something. The question is not whether you will suffer. The question is what you are willing to suffer for. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Stop waiting for clarity. Clarity comes after commitment. Make a decision. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when conditions are perfect. Decide now. Decide who you are. Decide how you show up. Decide what you refuse to quit on. Indecision is a decision, and it's costing you time. Talent is given, skill is earned. Skill is built through repetition, through failure, through showing up again after disappointment. Most people don't lack ability. They lack patience with themselves. They quit too early. They judge themselves too quickly. They confuse slow progress with no progress. Stop blaming. Stop pointing fingers. Stop telling yourself stories about why it's not your fault. Blame keeps you powerless. Ownership gives you control, and control is where growth begins. Don't cry to quit. Cry to keep going. You're already in pain. You're already uncomfortable. You might as well get something from it. Every struggle is training you if you stay in it long enough. Get up. And when life knocks you down again, get up again. And again. And again. Resilience isn't built in one moment. It's built through repetition, through refusal, through choosing to continue even when you're tired of starting over. Every day is a reset. Every moment is a choice. You are not your worst mistake. You are not your slowest season. You are not done. You are becoming. The power you're looking for isn't outside you. It's not in motivation videos. It's not in perfect timing. It's not in permission. It's already inside you, waiting to be activated by action. So don't focus on the whole mountain. Don't overwhelm yourself with the distance. Focus on the next inch. One step, one rep, one decision at a time.